for donuts. I don't. Do you wonder what it would be like if we were married? Wouldn't care about getting dirty. Have a litter of kangaroos. Spaceship. You're my main squeeze. You're my main squeeze. You're my main squeeze. You're my main squeeze.
My fight. I found my way 'cause you are alive. So hey, baby, you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright. Everything changed the day you came, the day you came. When I saw that test, I knew something was coming that I never saw coming. Would have sent others running, but I'm ready to give my life for you. And oh, we've been through hell together. Yeah, we've got forever. Yeah, we've got forever. And you are my life. You are my fight. I found my way 'cause you are alive. Zoe, baby, you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright. Without you, we'd be lost in ourselves, lost in ourselves. You're the map we used to walk. You're the reason we're running towards the fight instead of retreating into the night. And I'm ready to give my life for you. And oh, we've been through hell together. And yeah, we've got forever. Yeah, we've got forever. And you are my life. You are my fight. I found my way 'cause you are alive. So hey, baby, you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright. You'll never know what you mean to me. What you mean to me. But I'll try to show you every day I'll be the best daddy I know how to be. My Zoe.
Gentlemen, the future has never sounded so good. Just imagine it, and you can make it. You're locked in to Imagine Art Live with David Israel.
Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Imagine Art Live with David Israel. I am David Israel, and today we are making another episode of Cone Man. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited about it. If you haven't seen the first episode, I think I should go ahead and pull that up. I was like, oh, yeah, we should probably show that. So let me pull that up. It is worth seeing. Hey there to Cooper Plummer. Welcome. One second here. All right, so Where is Cone Man? Here is Cone Man. Let's see this.
Where do you want it? So that is Cone Man. That's what we made on Wednesday. It was pretty amazing. We made that all live in 2 hours, and it came out just as well as I was hoping. I was quite surprised by we got it done so quickly and so seamlessly. Like, it's not perfect, but it's not bad, right? Like, I feel like it tells the story I'm looking to tell, and on Wednesday's stream, we weren't exactly sure where this story was going to go. We just knew this guy was strangely obsessed with cones. And I'm not going to tell you where it goes because I want you to be as surprised as the viewers would be. But today we're going to continue that next episode. If you are just joining us for the first time, this is the ImagineArt live stream. I'm here to basically teach you how to use ImagineArt and just to how to be a better creator. Like, we're all trying to grow as creators together, and so I am here to push boundaries with you and figure out how we can make the best possible work together. I am sure, they may call me an expert, but I'm pretty new to making, AI video and stuff, or just to filmmaking in general. I've been adjacent to photography and videography my whole life, but the actually art of making films is something pretty new to me. So this has been a fun exploration process, and I've literally never done like an episodic content like what we're working on right now. So this is fun. And today we are using ImagineArt Film Studio, and it just got upgraded to support Seedance 2.5. So we're going to try it out. We're going to see how well does Film Studio do with Seedance 2.5. And on Wednesday we used workflows to do it. And if you happen to want a copy of the workflow, I can give you that. The workflow that we created Cone Man episode 1 in is pretty simple. I can hand that out. I also have a chat with Claude that I had used to actually ideate and come up with how this was going to work. I sent that out to somebody who had asked for it on Wednesday. So if you happen to want that, let me know. I'm here to help. So without further ado, let's get started. I already have my project created here. You can do this as simply, I'll just navigate here. So you go to Film Studio, you choose where you want to work. You can, if you have a team, if you're on a team in ImagineArt, you can choose between your team or private. If you just have a private account, you just choose a folder. I have a Cone Man folder.
The God does not.
Oop, whoops. And then you just hit create new project. Let me turn the music down a little bit. So you can choose between film or drama mode here. Oh, we got somebody joining. What up, Cinna? Got Cinna AI joining on Discord. can't see the comments over here very well. Let's see if I can get those closer. Yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, we have some people on Discord too, or on LinkedIn as well. Let me hop over here just to make sure I'm catching all the comments. Hey, Khalid from Dubai. He says, good to know about it. I would like to learn more about it. So yeah, this is Film Studio. You can choose between film mode and drama mode. You can you can choose which model you want to use. If you create a project, you're set on which model you use. A drama mode is for the micro dramas, the vertical micro dramas. Only can select from Kling 03 here. With the film mode, you can choose between Seedance 2.5 or Seedance 2. So, oh, hey, Sundar. Yeah, I guess we can continue that drama. I wasn't as excited about the drama studio project. We're doing the Cone Man project. If you want, I'll get back to that drama studio project. That's just not. I haven't watched enough of those to have absorbed how to make one of them work, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do anything decent there. So we explored it previously. I don't know if you caught that episode, Sundar. If not, it was we did it last week. I think we did a little short. I was playing around with a short video. It came out okay. I wasn't thrilled with it, and I didn't feel like, I want to keep doing this. But if there's enough desire from the audience, we can certainly turn back to that. This is y'all's show too here, so want to, if you're looking to be learning a certain aspect of ImagineArt or a certain aspect of creating AI art and video and whatever, please let me know. And hey there, Svetlana and Thomas. So I see a couple questions. We're having multiple people asking here. So that's Sundar asked this first, and then we had Thomas asked on LinkedIn, why do we use Kling 03 only in drama mode? And I believe it has to do with the way you are doing elements. The drama mode, they specifically pared down the film studio, specifically targeted and has a bunch of prompt magic enhancements that is just for, it's targeted at the microdrama style and the vertical resolution and all that. I believe you could still create a microdrama in Film Studio in Seedance 2.5, setting the 916, but maybe I'm wrong about that. You may not be able to set the vertical mode there. That would be worth checking. Let me actually go see. Yeah, you can set 9x16 in your Film Studio project, so you could make a microdrama in Film Studio using Seedance 2.5. You just wouldn't have some of the nice-to-haves that they've baked into drama mode. So I was going to have the product manager come on and talk to us about drama mode and what the differences are and why. But to the best of my understanding, it's because of the emotional expressiveness of Kling 03 and the voice reproduction capabilities. You can use the Kling elements, and so you get potentially more easier reproduction there. I believe that's the understanding. So Sundar says, I wanted to do a vertical drama today with Drama Studio, but due to native language issue with Kling, I had to go back. Have you tried out using? Oh, Sundar asked, why not Omni Flash? That's a decent idea. I'll bring it up to the product manager. I'm not sure what the overhead is to allowing multiple model selections there, but it may be different because I know they've wired in the elements for Kling 03 in there, and I know the element system is a little bit different. So that might be the technical answer there. So, all right. Unless anybody has any other questions, we're going to go ahead and get started here. So I already have all of my images, all of my references queued up. I don't need to spend any time in the image mode here. I'll show you what I'm working in. I created a board with all of my prompts that I need for this episode. I've got all my references stored in here. So here we have Cone Man. We have you'll see what as this plays out. We have an accident happening. We see him, so I've got all my plates here. A prop.
props, the cones in the trunk here. I think we're going to be able to just plug these in, drop the prompts in, lay out our scripts in, or lay out our prompts in scenes in Film Studio, and call it good. So I'm just going to start laying that out, and I'm going to go scene by scene, and I'm going to look at my prompt board. If you ever want to do anything similar to that, pretty much any agent can do it. I did this I handed the script for the prompt to Codex here, and I basically told it, here's the script. Oh man, I'm trying to make this narrower so the vertical people can see it. 1 second. Okay, getting there. There we go. All right, so I just basically handed it all the references, and then here's the script for episode 2 and what I believe should be all the necessary refs. Told it to organize the refs, generate the prompts. I want an HTML file I can open that has all my prompts in it because I'm doing this live. I need speedy access during the stream. And then I realized after it had already started working, I was like, oh, and use the Seedance 2.0 skill OS skill and the Seedance 2.5 skill. Really important when you are working with these new models that you don't just prompt the way you've been prompting. What I've been discovering with working with Seedance 2.5, working with Flux 3, working with Minimax H3, they all prompt differently. I do not get as good results when I don't filter the prompts through a agent that has a skill specifically tailored for that engine, for that video model. So that would be just one thing I've learned in the past week after playing with all of these. I've been, just spending credits left and right just to generate and see what works and what doesn't. And yeah, you can't just prompt like normal. There's, especially Minimax. Minimax has a really different prompting style, and I just found I couldn't transfer effective prompts between the models like we used to be able to. So something to note. And I forgot that I have my LinkedIn comments covered up here. Let me fix that. There we go. Hey Vera, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so Vera, we are working on Cone Man episode 2 here in Film Studio, and I'm first going to create my first scene here. So my first scene is this intersection cold open, and it is, oh man, I don't have the timings on these. Hold on, I need to ask Codex to update this because I don't know how long to make each clip. All right, so I just asked Codex to please give it a rough timing estimation for each scene in the header so I know how long to make the clip. That should just allow me to gauge. I won't use exactly what it says necessarily, but it gets pretty close. One thing that'll happen if there's scenes that have dialogue in them and you don't make the clip long enough, you'll rush your dialogue and they'll spit it out like the old Micro Machines man. I don't know if anybody's old enough or American enough to remember that, but this dude used to fast talking like it sounded like an auctioneer or whatever. And that's what you get if you don't take it slow, have it a long enough clip for what you're doing. So, all right, come on, Codex, let's get to this. I guess I can start with my references while we're waiting here. Reference 1, I need the fender bender. So let's see. How do I best get this from my box? No? Okay, so I'm gonna add references. You know what? I'm just gonna add it. I guess I can do it over here. No, I'm just gonna add here. Well, that is not dragging and dropping very well. I'm trying to drag and drop from Chrome, and it's just not liking it. So I guess I'm gonna have to go find it on my file system.
I did not find it. Okay, it put them all in here. All right, so we are looking for the accident. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna add my character reference in here though, because that we will definitely reuse. Wait for this to upload.
I can't keep my eyes off of you and my hands get jealous when they're not.
So you can you can do what I just did here. If you're using Film Studio, you can create references to use this way. You can also just add references in here manually and reference them in your prompt. Either way is okay. I don't know that there's like a better way. I think it's if you have a reusing thing, if you have things you're reusing, it might be easier to do it this way with characters, with props, locations, etc. For what we're doing, these are one-off scenes and stuff, so I don't think it'll be necessary except for the man. But each one of these scenes is just going to be a different thing. So, let me see if my prompt is done yet. All right. Now we know how long to make it. Good. Okay. Got my prompt. All right, so now I'm gonna massage this prompt in here. I gotta get my references set up with my prompt. So I need image 1, it's the fender bender. Cone man is the man. Cone man is the man. All right, sedan interior board. All right, I need one more reference here. So I'll add it here. And I think that's what I'm looking for. All right. So I'm going to delete these from the top because they don't need to be there once you've referenced them elsewhere in the scene. Okay, so now image 3 is there, or image 2 is there. So this is the interior board. Okay. All right, I'm just going to review my prompt here just to make sure this is good before I release it. Let me make it so the vertical people can see. All right, so shot 1, street level, eye wide, fender bender, horns gesture, stable driver standing. Okay, shot 2, hard cut to a chest height, closer, 50 millimeter feeling. Driver's adjust the chest. Got the drivers arguing. Why I'm going to change this to while they're still arguing, so that we can hear them in the background. So the AI or the LLM put this. Let's see. What I'm going to do is put music in post. All right, well, yeah, I think I want to decide what the music is. I don't want Seedance 2.5 to decide the music. So,
Okay, I'm gonna change that. Okay, so hard cut in the cabin and 85 radio tunes. Okay. There's no music playing from the radio, but he is acting like there is. So I'm gonna see if it'll fake having him act like there's music playing. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Audio lock, okay. Delete this. So we need 15 seconds thereabouts. 16:09. Leave it at 7:20. Okay, well, let's try this out. And while that is cooking, we're going to start on the next one. Okay, so Thomas is asking on LinkedIn, do you put at reference inside the shot description? So yes, I use the at image one, at Cone Man. So with a character reference, it's a named reference, so I use at Cone Man. With references, I'm just adding into the references section up here. You just call them image one, audio one, video one, whatever the name is, or image two. Why is this film studio limited in number of words? Thomas is asking. I'm not sure exactly what the limit is now. It used to be lower, and they changed it for me. So, how many words are you trying to use, Thomas? And what error are you getting? So, I haven't experienced the limitation yet. We may experience it today. I know there was debates internally about that, and I've convinced them that more words is better since there's no technical limitation for it. So. If it's still feeling too limiting, I bet we can get it turned up. So let me know, Thomas, what your experiences are. All right, so while this is running, we're going to start on scene 2. And scene 2 is right here. Okay, here is my prompt. In workflows, is that what you mean? Workflows is more words? Yeah, you can use more characters in workflows. I had asked our product manager to turn up the limits to 20,000 globally on video prompts. I'm not sure if Film Studio didn't get that upgrade, because I know he had turned it up elsewhere. So I can certainly check in with him and see if there's something we can do about that. Hey Daniel, Discord, how you doing? All right, so what images do I need here? Image 1 is the arterial road board. So this one, it looks like. Yep. And image 2 is the sedan interior board. Already have that here. And image 3 is the man. All right, so let me adjust these. Okay, and then Cone Man is the man. Oh, we already have this one back.
You ran the light! I had the right of way! Don't touch me! Call your insurance!
Okay. Wasn't bad, except he's the ghost driver in that one, so I feel like that prompt could be improved, though. I feel like it was kind of boring.
You ran the light! I had the right of way! Don't touch me! Call your insurance!
All right, yeah, I'm gonna fix that first prompt. I want to push in on the overhead shot of the argument. And it didn't, let's see, how do I want to put this? So it was supposed to be like, it should have moved from behind, how would I want to do this? Let's do a camera move from over the shoulder of the arguers to the exterior of Cone Man's car, then show him inside. Also, you were supposed to specify that no music was coming from the radio, even though he's moving like there is. So it may not do the music prompt part of it. Seedance is pretty notorious for basically generating music when you don't want it to. Thomas says, I've learned that more at reference and shot description gives more accurate result in Seedance. So are you saying basically, Thomas, that if I use like image one, like down here in my shot descriptions, that it will be more accurate in that way? I'd love to get your feedback on that. It probably would. Let's see if there's... it's the wrong prompt. There we go. Yeah, okay. So let's get a revised prompt on this one. All right, Thomas says yes. That would be worth updating, I suppose. I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'd have to change my prompting system to make that work, but that's a good idea. Good advice, Thomas. I'll try that. All right, let's see if I can get a better scene one prompt here. All right. Make sure that's the actual, yeah, okay. So image one is the fender bender. Cone Man is the main. Image two is an interior board. Okay, let's see how this shot works now. Horns and it gestures. Oh, one thing I want to do, I guess it's still in my video library. When you regenerate here, you don't have access. You know, the video is no longer in the timeline of Film Studio. You can go to your video timeline and see where you generated. So I was going to re-download this. I might as well. I might as well just go ahead and download this clip. I may use some parts of this clip depending on what else we get. So let's see here. Yeah, I hear you, Thomas. Thomas says it's my personal experience. I've made not so few videos, but testing. I'm just not even sure how I would. I guess I could reference Cone Man, but the 4-up plates feel like they'd be hard to reference in each shot description. So I'm not even sure how I would do that in this. Okay. Like this. Okay. I'm going to change. I will do that here. I'll change the man to Cone Man's. That will probably at least help that out. Cone Man's silver sedan. Come on. Cone Man's closed driver's side window. Don't want the dropped insurance card. That makes no sense. That is AI slop right there. Oh man, y'all, I feel like I'm getting a cold and I really hope I'm not. My daughter and wife have both had one for the past week and I'm like, oh, I hope I don't get one while I'm doing this stream because next week will be tough if that's the case. All right. Hold the driver's side window. The man, okay. I'll do Cone Man here.
Don't forget this game called life. It's a marathon we've gotta get right. Don't disconnect, just another way.
Okay.
We might have been slow.
Man lifts one finger. Okay.
This life that you've been living is here and now.
Still at 15 seconds. Let's run it. Do I have the enter touch bug in the prompt? Thomas, you can actually, you guys, if you don't know this, you can hit command enter, or is it shift enter or command enter? It's one of the two. Yeah, shift. If you hold down shift when you hit enter, you won't trigger generate. If you hit enter, you will trigger generate. Make sure you hold down shift if you're meaning to put a line break in your prompt. Just a little pro tip there. Okay, getting our next scene ready now. Still have our references. And it is a 10-second clip. Let's turn that up. And let me read through this prompt. Okay. Don't need that. I love how LLMs are always handing context to things that they just don't have any context for. Like, the LLM is writing this prompt like, this takes place a few minutes after the accident, and this instance of Seedance doesn't know anything about the accident, has no clue what it's talking about. And LLMs are still just too dumb to think about that or realize that. It's comical. All right, it's Cone Man drives. All right, that looks like it's going to be good. Still working on that one. Thomas asked if I recommend the 480 pixel resolution for testing. Yeah, if you just are trying out a prompt, I would definitely do it in 480. Cheaper, you know. It doesn't just have less photo detail. There's actually less detail in the inference, it seems, from what I've seen, like your scene may not have as much complexity in it or motion but yeah, I think it can at least tell you whether it's a good prompt or not. So if you have the credits to spare to do a test there first, I suppose you may, because you still have to, once you get a good prompt locked in, then you still have to regenerate at 720. So I don't know if you're going to save any credits overall doing it that way, but it seems like you would. So it's probably wise. Me, I have a time crunch here because I'm trying to do all of this on one stream. So I'm just plowing ahead, spending credits left and right? All right, we're going to do a 15-second clip on this one for the next scene. And let's see. All right, so this scene is saying that he is... Okay, so he's parked and he's walking the last block to the office through an ordinary morning. Okay, so this will work. Maybe. I might have to revise some of this, but we'll see. All right, so images, I need city block plus pedestrians. And I need Cone Man. All right, so this one we haven't seen yet. Yep, there it is. So that's image 1, image 2. He has a little notebook that we're getting ready to learn about. It's right there. All right, image 2. It's not there yet. Ah, there it is. There we go. Oh, I keep forgetting about the vertical people. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you can read the prompt. All right, tracking wide, 35 millimeter feeling. Cone Man has parked. Walks the last block to the office. Okay. So he stops. His gaze moves. Okay, yeah. All right, get these cleaned up. And this one, okay, it's a 15-second clip. We already said that. Let's go. And let's see what our first one looks like. Rhodey, I was wondering where you were. I was about to call the police or something.
You ran the light. I had the right of way. You hit me. Don't touch me. Call your insurance.
It's still doing the empty car. Okay. So, yeah, I think my references are not working out well here.
You ran the light. I had the right of way. You hit me. Don't touch me. Call your insurance.
Why isn't it putting him in the car there? It's very curious. Huh, still generating. Thomas asks why I don't use multi-shot mode. I don't like multi-shot mode. I prefer just having it all in one prompt. I feel like I get better luck that way. And You can. You're just limited in the number of shots you can do in multi-shot mode. I think it's like 4 or 5, and you can actually get a lot more shots than that. So I don't know if they've increased the limit maybe in with adding the 2.5 model, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of it. I feel like I get better results usually without using it. So, all right, let's see how this one looks. Yes. Okay. All right, so that's working. This one is not.
You ran the light. I had the right of way. You hit me. Don't touch me. Call your insurance.
Still is not doing that camera move. All right, let me see if I can diagnose this prompt. Okay. Sorry, vertical people, you may not be able to. Yeah, it's not letting me make it small enough to. That was strange. Never seen that. All right, so here's our full prompt box here. Rhodey says she found some cones around alive, so she couldn't reach the join button. Likely story. Likely story. All right. So, impact. I think the arguing drivers standing. I need to specify that they're standing outside their vehicles, maybe. Standing near each other outside their vehicles. Okay. Shot 2, hard cut to an over-the-shoulder view from behind. One arguing driver, yes, with the other driver breaking the frame edge. Start close to their shoulders. I'm going to have it do a rack focus to Cone Man's car. Okay. So a little prompt debugging here, I think is going to help. Pause a beat, then make one controlled dolly in towards Cone Man's car. I don't want them to stay, the shoulders to stay in soft foreground. Continue the move until the camera settles just outside Cone Man's closed driver's side window. Why does it keep jumping to the bottom here? All right. Continue the move until the camera settles just outside Cone Man's closed driver's side window. Keep the argument physical. Can still be heard in the background. So we still want the argument to be being heard. We don't need to tell. Yeah, maybe we do need to cut physical but non-graphic. All right. Pause a beat. Dolly in towards Cone Man's car. Okay. Cone Man's car waiting in the intersection with him Barely visible in the driver's seat. Pause a beat, dolly in towards Cone Man's car. Bringing his face into focus as we draw nearer. Continue the move until the camera settles just outside Cone Man's closed driver's side window. While the argument can still be heard in the background. Okay, yep. Perhaps the movement is too complex for the duration. I was thinking that too, Thomas. I was actually thinking about turning this duration way up. So like 20, 25 seconds just to get those, or maybe even, maybe I'll just do a 30-second and cut what we don't need. But I think you're right about that, Thomas, as I think it is struggling with the duration. So you're giving some great advice this morning, Thomas, really, or this afternoon, wherever you're at. Really appreciate it. So yeah, we'll turn that up to 30 and just see what it does. That might be too long, but I think it's going to give the scene more room to breathe in the model. So we'll see what it does. All right, let's go check on our other scenes. All right, so that didn't even, what was that? Who was that walking up? Why did he have a hat on? Kind of looked like him, but I'm really disappointed with the prompts that Codex has given me this morning. It doesn't seem to be working very well. Let's check at this. Goodman has, we don't need to tell it is parked. Okay. I think this one is too short too. I think it's not giving enough beat time for this. Let's see here. If I made this one 25. All right, so scene 2 works. Scene 1's still going. Let's try scene 4. All right, so I feel like I need to have it edit these next shots because these should be all part of the same Seedance prompt. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's get a revision on that. When you change the prompt selecting a scene, does it delete the previous scene? No, it doesn't. Thomas is asking that on LinkedIn. So that's the cool part of this. So when you're in the create video mode, It retains all of your prompt knowledge here. All your reference and stuff stay the same. So you can go back through, you can tweak them, you can regenerate them. I find that pretty handy myself as I'm working through this. Workflows is still my favorite way to work because you get all of that, but you have it all visually. I feel I can work faster in workflows, I think. But I think this is a decent user experience for at least being able to go back to a scene and edit it, tweak it, etc. So or waiting here, I'll show you guys something I made last night. I was bored and just wanted to create something. So, hold on, let me pause this.
You're my main squeeze. You're my main squeeze. You're my main squeeze. You're my main squeeze. Do you ever wonder what it's like to win the lottery? Save a colony of honeybees. Open up a bakery for donuts. I don't do you wonder what it would be?
That was one of those. Suno's simple song modes can be pretty fun, right? You just put a crap prompt in there and it just writes some lyrics and whatever and shoots something out. And I actually really liked it. It was silly. So it inspired me to do it's kind of like VHS. I wanted to play with Flux's craziness. So that was generated in Flux 3. All right, I got my prompt board back here. You were asking, Thomas says, I was asking about the first shot with the wide shot of the two cars. Can you explain your question, Thomas? I'm not sure what you're referring to. I mean, I know which shot you're referring to, but I'm not sure what your question pertains to regarding that shot. So if you could give me more context there, that would help. All right. Office day is now set. Better. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in the prompting that this session with Codex has been giving me because I felt like it gave me some stellar prompts on the first episode, and this one has not been so much. All right, so I need my office environment here. Yep. And okay. So, I gotta get this agent trained better on this. This is one Seedance request containing shots 12 through 17 in order with hard editorial cuts between beats. All right. That's a terrible thing for it to be adding. I'm not gonna bother with it right now, but it just annoys me that it did. I understand what shot you're talking about, Thomas. I just don't understand what your question is about the shot. Could you repeat what you're asking about that shot? And sorry for the delay, man. Like you're about a minute behind me on stream, so it takes a minute. Oh, Sundar says, how do we get rich like you generating Seedance 2.5 back-to-back daily? Oh, my dude, I ain't rich. I just happen to work for an AI company, and it's my job to generate Seedance 2.5 clips back-to-back daily, so come work with me. It's we gotta use the product to test it. So I do feel kind of bad about that. Like I feel kind of bad about having unlimited generations like back to back like this. It's just part of my job. This is my job. So this is what I get to do. I get to play with Seedance. Okay, so Thomas is asking, do you tell Seedance orientation in your reference or just let Codex choose for you? You know what? Let's go look at the reference because I think it had that overhead shot in there. But let's see. Yeah, so that first panel there is pretty much what it chose. So it picked up that overhead shot from the reference, and Seedance was, and Codex was narrating that. Codex analyzed the images, so it's aware of what's in the images, and so I would assume it prompted that way. It did a better job for me on Wednesday's stream, though. I gotta go refine my process a little bit on my prompting system. Thomas says he has problems with orientation and scene. So I would, if you're having, if you need a specific angle, Thomas, and you need the camera to be locked in a certain angle, I would give it that frame as like, generate the frame, the exact angle that you need, and tell it this is your starting frame for this shot, and let it do that. I think it will pick that up, and yeah, I think you would succeed that way. All right. Let's find references we need to change here. You know what? Let me make this easier for myself. Call him at Cone Man. Yeah. No. All right. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that should help make my job easier. Commands. Okay. You know what? I bet this could be easier to just copy and paste this. Thomas asks, is it possible to mix reference image with start image of a shot? What I would do if I wouldn't, like, don't use the start frame feature. You don't want to use, you want to use the reference feature. But I would, in your shot, in your prompt, I would say start with and then at the image name as the opening frame, and I would just prompt it like that. Okay, let's see. My prompts are easier now. Yes. Oh, this will be so much easier. I should have done this previously. Okay, I can just copy the prompt in. Now I have to change far less. Okay. Hold on. I gotta fix this. This is just gonna bother me. I'm gonna be OCD here. You ever have to get stern with your agents? Like, that is dumb. Never do that again. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta help them see the light. Oh no, Seedance, her TikTok is giving me the puzzle piece captcha. We have detected inactivity during your current live. Complete the verification and continue your current live. I am not inactive. You just don't like me, TikTok. All right. Oh, don't need that. Need this. Anyway, so we'll update this again. Gosh, mate, what is up with this? All right. All right. Stern talking to achieved. I need to edit this. Use Cone Man only for identity. All right. Yeah, this is much easier than having to retype it all. I wish it would just pick up the references in the prompt this way, but oh well. Thomas says, where do you find agents for Seedance and Codex? Let me show you, my friend. So there's two great Seedance prompting skills I have found. One is Emily 2040's Seedance 2.5 skill. And I'll send you the link to that on LinkedIn real quick. And the other one, what was that? Seedance 2.5 Atlas AI, Cloud AI. So these are the two that I'm using. All right, sent you those links in LinkedIn. Anybody else needs them, let me know. I can find some way to get them to you. All right. Back at it. All right. That's a 30-second. Yep. All right. Here we go. And let's go back and check our other scenes.
You ran the light! I had the right of way! You hit me! Don't touch me, call your insurance! You can act right, you hit me! You hit your insurance, goddamn it! But a shit!
Okay. We could use this. We finally have a shot of him inside. Okay, that'll work. We can use that. Okay, so it looks like I need to probably just regenerate this first shot. I think it's getting confused by my reference on that one. Let's go look at it. Yeah, it's not liking this reference. Maybe if I instead, let's see, I think I had a version of that didn't have people on it. See if I can find it. Yeah, let me give it this reference instead. See if that works better. Oh.
There he goes. No, where did I? You guys ever hate when you can't remember where you saved something? Okay, that'll be easier. Hello on YouTube, Rody. All right, so image 2 is now the city block. I wonder if it'd be better to not have, I don't know. I will try it again with this reference. I'm wondering if it'd be better without like the 4-up reference on this. That may be confusing. If I just gave it one plate of the city scene, that might work better. That one is still generating. All right. So number 1 is done, number 2 is done, 3, 4 is going. On to number 5. Oh, hey.
So I tell him, that shelf is crooked, and he says, nobody's looking at the shelf. I said, I am. I said, 1 inch.
All right, yeah, these references are messing me up. Yeah. All right. The question is, do I want to split these references out? I think I might. Question is like, do I want to build plates that have Cone Man in them, or do just background references? I feel like it's getting really confused. Like it had him sitting in front of the certificate. I think it's just a bad reference. Yeah. Like the chair was here, but it put him there. I think it's just a bad reference, and I need to rethink that. All right, let's do this. I was doing that in computer. Okay, so we're going to do 16 by 9 panels. Redo them from scratch, though your previous panels were bad. The furniture wasn't arranged well. All right. I was having issues with the Magic Computer earlier. I don't know if it's having problems right now. The team's still working on this, so let's see if... Yeah, okay, it's going to redo them like that. Rody says, more clues this episode. Yes, that is the goal. I'm trying to allude to some things without giving too much away. I feel like the last episode. I've already got the last episode scripted out, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you guys to be surprised. And so somebody was pinging me on LinkedIn, and I don't know what they're wanting. So V at PQ, was there a question attached there? I don't know. Know what you're asking. So, all right.
Trace a line from the past to where you are. It's not as winding as what your mind said, and it leaves you right.
We might get through this episode on this stream. I don't know. The way it's moving right now.
And you will be loved, 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 be loved.
Thomas, I don't put my prompt my agent is aware of what style I want the character to be. There's enough like that in the handoff that I'm giving it, so it tends to know how to direct the character. I also, and I don't know if this is having an effect or not, but I also just in his character reference I put that he's odd. So it may be I believe those, like when you put something in the description, I think that gets passed to there's no way for me to edit this, is there? Yeah, in the description of my Cone Man reference, I put that he's odd. My guess is that gets passed as part of the prompt somehow. If it doesn't, it should. So no specific things that I'm doing in my prompting to do it. My agent probably is, but I'm not 100% sure on that. All right, let me check this. Love it. He's typing on a computer with no screen. Okay. That's a great shot, except for the coffee mug. But yes, I think I will use that when the other one gets done. All right, so he really missed on the coffee mug there, didn't he? So the coffee mug is supposed to be standing upright at the lip of the desk, and okay, should be the same desk that he was working at previously. Boy, Cone Man has a really terribly unergonomic setup. Look at this guy. He's got his desk, or he's got his monitor over there to the left. He's gonna be craning his neck all day long. Bad Cone Man. All right, so let's see if we can get these references fixed for me. If you are just now joining us, we are working on building Cone Man, the second episode of Cone Man, the stream, or the series we're creating together on stream. We're using ImagineArt computer to do
character design and image generation here. It's my favorite way to do image generation. Y'all, if you haven't messed with this yet, this is just a lot better conversation than having one with Codex or something, because it's quicker. It can generate multiple images at once, and it just gives you better responses that way. Okay. That's not bad, but he won't be able to reach the coffee. Now he's okay, this computer just does not get what I'm after here. How do I... So what I'm trying to express here is he basically sees the coworker's mug in a precarious position, and he moves it out of the way, but none of these shots are going to allow for that. So, all right, the coworker needs to be sitting next to him. All right, coffee cup needs to be in front of the coworker directly. I don't need any other shots than the coworker and him talking with the mug in front of them. All right. I also need to go check. I think the office shot ones needs another reference, because there's a shot where he the break room. Yeah, hard cut to a break room. Let's see. Starts on a modest break room with a small table and two absolutely identical plain chairs. Cone man enters for coffee and stops. He studies the chair with a neutral, practical frown. He swaps them with care. Chair A to spot B, chair B to spot A. I think I'm going to cut that scene, actually. I don't like that scene. I need him sitting next to him, though. This doesn't have the coffee mug in right position. All right. Gonna get this somehow. This is the fun of doing it live. It makes you feel good when you actually get great results out, because we all know just how tedious this can be to massage these models into something when it's just not cooperating. So yeah, this is just part of the game. Let me go back and check Film Studio and see what we got here. Scene 3, I think we were still generating. Yeah. What's going on? Oh, this is perfect. Yes. Yes. That was perfect. That was exactly what I needed for that scene. Okay. Okay. What in the world? Y'all saw what I just asked this for, right? Like I handed it this one. It's like, I need a position just like this shot with the right desk and coffee mug in the right position. Ah, goodness.
All right, how can I do this? I could do it like if I move the mug over from this desk over to this desk. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it like look like he was just being OCD, but somehow like the coffee doesn't get spilled because of it. So I'm gonna do a little in painting here and see if I can fix this. So save this one and open a new tab here and edit, paint. Rhodey's the sandwich dilemma. I don't get it. What is the sandwich dilemma? Is this something I'm not aware of? Okay, so this is cool. Gives me a chance to show you all how inpainting works. If you've never used this tool, this is inpainting. So I am going to, let's see. I think I'm just going to erase this first. It'll be easier. What's that? Why isn't that working? Oh, I think the interface is messing in here. All right. Something seems to be wrong with the erase interface. So we'll use this one. Oh, I just wasn't clicking in the right place. Okay. So I'm gonna move the coffee mug to be right here next to the stapler. And have it be full of coffee. And I'm gonna do 4 generations of this just in case. Oh, the cut sandwich in half video. Duh, yes. Yes, thank you. We should probably watch that again. Yeah, you want to get in and do it yourself rather than make the AI do it again. All right, we're going to watch that video again because that's exactly what this is. AI cut sandwich in half. This is just what our life is like as AI creators, y'all.
Oh, can you cut it in half, please? Of course. Oh, can you cut it in half, please? Of course. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing, man? I'm cutting it in half. Not like that. Oh, you want it the other way? Yeah? Got it. Yo, not like that either. That won't even be a sandwich at that point. Yes, I agree. That's why I was cutting it the other way. Okay, stop! Are you dumb? I'm trying my best, man. Alright, fine. Let me help you.
Are you dumb?
So what you have right now, but the other way. Okay, nope.
Writing.
Turn it back around. Take your knife and just turn it. Yes! Right there. Just cut it.
That is just absolutely perfect. Perfect content right there. That guy has used ChatGPT. You can tell. That was so true to life. All right. I saw something happen here. Where's my edit? Huh. Hold on. I know. Okay, so here it is. It's just what is up with that? Okay. How do we get this sandwich cut in half? How do we get this sandwich cut in half? All right. All right. We can do this. We can do this. Tell you what, I'm going to do it a simpler way. I am going to just do this. 6x9. Move the coffee mug from one desk to the other, positioned right beside the stapler, dangerously close to the edge of the desk. 4 of them. I'm gonna do 2K, so it's just has a lot of detail, high quality. Yep. All right. Somebody's gonna cut this sandwich in half. Where do you want the coffee mug? Exactly. Exactly. Creating AI content is often a test of perseverance, y'all. It's just part of it. Gonna see if this sandwich can get cut in half the right way. TikTok yells at me every time I vape on stream. Your stream has been regulated. All right, come on. This is taking a lot longer than I was expecting it to. Okay. Oh, I don't want to edit it. No, I don't want to edit it. I want to view it. Oh, I forgot to tell it to make it full of coffee. Gosh. All right. One more edit. Yeah. Rody says I'm consuming hazardous substances. They say that, and I've been vaping since 2010. Doing pretty well. Much better than smoking. But I get not wanting to get the kids hooked on it. All right, I wish there was something else I could be doing right now, but I don't know. I guess I could start working on the next scene. Yeah, why don't I do that? All right, so shot 18 to 23. Oh, this makes me nervous because of how badly it's not liking my reference boards. So I wonder if it's just gonna be a crapshoot on this one as well. Okay, 25-second prompt. And I need, what do I need? I need the pet store interior. I need pet store exterior. Okay. city block plus pedestrians. I don't think that was the right city block plus pedestrians. I'm not gonna give that reference. I think you can figure out a city block plus pedestrians. So I'll just leave that one out. And then I need Cone Man, so that should be fine. Okay. Did I get them all? Nope. Was there not in this shot? Okay. All right, let's try this one. Are you kidding me right now? This could not be more perfect for the sandwich dilemma. Are you kidding me? Like, what? How did it do that? What? I'm baffled. I did not. I guess it was a mistake to not do it 4 times. That was the lesson learned there. That was fun. That was beautiful, actually. Just, Rody, I hope you saw that. Our floating stapler, because ChatGPT succeeded at the sandwich dilemma. All right, let me work up the last one while this is happening. So we're going to do a 30-second clip on this one too. Reddy says hallelujah about the stapler. Okay, so for this shot, I need the street corner at dusk. All right. I think I just want to reuse the same. I'm going to reuse the same street corner reference that we had before, but it's at dusk instead. Is the daylight scene. I'm trying to think of, so I'm giving it a daylight version of the shot. I'm trying to think of how I can make it. Sorry, vertical people, you can't even see this. I'm trying to make it so that it uses the daylight scene but it's dusk, and I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna tell it to transform at dusk and cross my fingers. Image 2, industrial intersection board. What is that? I guess this could work. This is the dusk board, but I'm concerned that it's not going to look like this. Yeah, it's not the same sidewalk, and I need it to be the same sidewalk. Okay, so this must... I don't know what it's talking about. What it references that? Industrial intersection. I'm just gonna leave that reference out. I don't like that. All right. Okay, I do need the sedan trunk board. Finally, we see some cones. Come on. Okay. We have image 2. Okay, so we need the notebook. I guess I could have made that a prop. Probably would have been better. But this will be right. Okay, and I don't need that. Okay. The corner from this morning. All right, I guess I probably need to give it a reference to his car too, because I don't think I'm gonna succeed if I don't. Look. Yeah, let me have it generate just a car reference. All right, so need to find the exact street corner reference that I used. So, of course. All right. I'll go check on this edit over here. How am I missing something here? What in the world is going on? How is it doing that? I must have grabbed a reference that has the stapler floating or something. Oh, okay. This is getting tedious. I just want this shot, but it's full of coffee. I don't know why that happened, where I know I chose this stapler shot, but I guess not. All right. This is the one. Adding it to edit.
Make the mug full of coffee. Change nothing else about the image. Go. Let's check that. Is that not dusky enough? Rhodey says, someday tell us more about that script break. So this has been a pretty handy tool. This is the Wasserman Filmmaker Suite. I've used this a few times now. It's pretty cool. I just import the script that I get out of the LLM, and then it breaks it up into each scene, so you can see how things, you can go and read each section of it. It's kind of handy. It's just an easier way to keep track of it. I don't know if it's something I'm going to continue to use or not, but this is what you want to know about, right, Reddies? Okay. I think if I don't put him in the driver's seat, we won't see him in the driver's seat. So better specify that now. All right, get rid of this one. It didn't change anything. All right, I think I want to make a change to hold on. Several shot changes. Then a close-up of the coworker's hand sweeping the part of the desk where the mug rested moments before. So I'm going to try to make the office scene more dramatic. Did I not submit that? I know I submitted it. Is it really just not? Okay. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? All right. Open to ideas. Rhodey says, do you really need to make sure? All right. I think one last thing I'm going to try is... Yeah, let me just try this. Let me... that's the wrong one. Hold on. I'm going to try this. So I'm going to, let's see, this is tough. All my Photoshop windows are messed up because the resolution is so big. I can't get to my layers panel.
There it is. All right, so basically want to only show this part of the image because this is lower res than the other one I'm editing here. So I'm gonna mask that, and then I'm going to do a composite of both of these so that we have both mugs in the frame, and then I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna remove that and then I'm gonna fill the coffee mug with coffee. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. This is what our end painting should have done, but I gotta talk to the team. There's some bug with end painting where it's putting the fuchsia colors on there or something. Come on. Okay, there we go. That worked, and oh, it almost worked. It gave me a little bit of a lip there. Oh man, am I gonna be able to live with that? I guess it didn't, did it? Oh yeah, it kind of did. It was from when I composited them. I didn't do a very clean job there. I bet I can just. Let's see here. Yeah, I bet I can just fix this. If I mask it out. Nope. What am I looking for here? Yeah, there we go. Ha ha ha. Little old school Photoshop know-how, never hurt anybody. There we go. Rody says the minor glitch would get fixed upon video generation, probably. You have a lot more faith in it than I do. Let's just say that. Not having good luck with that today, so I just don't know. I just don't know if that was what would happen. All right, let's go look at this scene that we haven't generated yet. Apparently, we haven't generated that scene yet. We generated this scene. Let's see it.
This one was 2 for $5. The coupon says 2 for $5 in the small print. I have another one for the canned food. Price check on aisle 4, please.
Coming over.
1 penny.
You know what I just realized, y'all, that's going to drive me nuts is I forgot to do this one in 21:9. Oh, that's going to drive me nuts. I might have to I know there's things you can do to change resolution of stuff and outpaint basically in video. And that's going to drive me nuts. So I think what I'm going to do is just admit we're not going to get this episode done today. There's too much that I want to fix. There's too much that's causing me a headache here on stream. So we got pretty close, but I don't think we're going to nail it today. So hopefully by the stream on Monday, I'll have it finished. We'll see if I can work on it some on Sunday. And yeah, because I really want to continue the series. And I don't know what we're going to do next week, but we'll probably do a Cone Man episode at least one time next week. So Thank you to everybody who has stuck around. I don't know if there's anybody still with us on LinkedIn, but I know we had Thomas over there and several others. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Rhodey, and I really appreciate your support. And it's, you win some, you lose some at this. It's crazy how well. Oh, hey, Sundar, you're still here too. Sundar is asking, is there video upscale option in ImagineArt? I happen to see Topaz Magnifique only for image. There is actually video upscale. I think I remembered experiencing that too, Sundar, that it was like tricky. There wasn't a way to like upscale video in the Imagine web interface. You can do it in workflows. So if you need to upscale video, you can totally do that in workflows. And it works with videos. I have done it myself. So, all right, that will do it. We will be back together again on Monday. Thank you all for joining me. This was fun, even though we didn't get the final product. We learned some stuff today. I feel like all of this Seedance 2.5 exposure is helpful, just figuring out the best way to work with this model. So I've definitely got some good things to share from it today. So thank you for joining me and learning with me. And yeah, we will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
When you move to me, baby, move to me. I am enough to give you all that you deserve. And beloved, this heart is ready to hang on your every word. I've chosen those eyes to be the ones I look into for the rest of my life.